So, now we know what a titration is, how can we go about carrying one out? We saw on the last slide that a titration can be used to find out how much alkali will fully neutralise an acid. In a neutralisation titration, an alkali is slowly added to an acid until a change in an indicator shows that the acid has all been neutralised. The setup for a neutralisation titration, or for any titration, looks like this diagram. And we can label some key features. Here we have a beaker, which in a neutralisation titration contains acid, and an indicator. This beaker is resting on a white tile. The white tile makes it easier to see colour changes in the indicator. Finally, we have a burette, which is held above the beaker by a stand. In a neutralisation titration, the burette contains the alkali. A burette is a tall, thin column of glass with a tap at the bottom. This tap can be opened slightly so that drops of the alkali can be added to the acid. Along the side of the burette, we have increments showing the volume of solution left in the burette. The first step in carrying out a titration is to measure out some acid. A set amount of acid is measured out using a pipette, and this acid is placed into the conical flask, which sits on the white tile. A pipette is just a precise method of measuring out liquids. Next, a few drops of pH indicator should be added to the acid in the conical flask. You can use any indicator in a neutralisation titration, but it's much better to use an indicator which gives a sharp colour change at a specific pH, as this will make the end point of your titration much easier to see. For example, if you've watched our video on acids and alkalis, you'll know that this wheel on the left-hand side shows the colours turned by universal indicator for the pH values given by the numbers. For a titration, it's likely that universal indicator is going to show too gradual a change. For example, it's not that easy to tell the difference between 2, 3, 4 or 5. And this will make carrying out your titration more difficult. On the right-hand side, we have a representation of the colour change of the methyl orange indicator.
Hi guys! To continue watching this video and unlock hundreds of other super concise and exam board specific GCSE chemistry and combined science videos, just click on the Snap Revise smiley face. Join me today and together let's make Chemistry at GCSE a walk in the park.